Hello, I wanted to put together just a short video on what your students need to do if they've missed a quiz and need to take it, or if they've failed a quiz and need to retake it, or even if they didn't fail it, if they would just like to do better, the options for them to do that. This has been explained in class several times. However, if your student misses a significant number of class, they may have missed these explanations from some of the emails I've received the last few days. It's become apparent somehow communication is broken down a little bit between myself and the students and you. So I wanted to reach out to you directly to explain this process to understand kind of what is expected when students need to do or redo a quiz. It starts inside of Infinite Campus. So the students will need to check their Infinite Campus and see which quizzes that they happen to be missing. There is a kind of a communication error too with inside of Canvas. They are labeled as assignments. The assignments are not really day-to-day assignments. All of the assignments that are inside of Canvas are actually the quizzes, right? And I do not leave the quizzes just unlocked the entire time. If I were to do that, I would have to make up multiple versions of quizzes for retakes. Instead, what has to happen is the student will need to let me know when they're ready to take a quiz, and I will unlock it for that specific time. And we'll get back to that in just a moment. So inside of Infinite Campus are these quizzes, which are also the assignments in Canvas. They are labeled by the learning targets that they correspond to. So when students look this up, it is that learning target letter. All of them in Unit 1 or Topic 1 are labeled with a 1, LT1, Learning Target 1. And then behind that, there's like an A, B, or C, which just kind of distinguishes which learning target the students need to look at. So what I've done with that then is we do almost all of our work, not in Canvas, but in a piece of software called OneNote. It is a lot easier for me, and I think a lot easier for most of the students to do work inside of OneNote, because if they do their work here, I can see it directly. There is no uploading, there is no downloading. The work is just there, and I can just see it. So if a student has an issue and they're working on this page, they can open up work on it. I can see it as they're working on it. I can give them hints right on this page, and it's just much more efficient if it's working. Once again, I've mentioned to students many times, if their OneNote is not working, to let me know. Most of them have, but if you're that parent of that student who has just never really gotten OneNote to function, I need to know that so I can help them, because this is where all of their work is. So there's two things I want to point out to you. One are the practice pages. We generally have at least half of the block at the end of every block where the students can go and practice the concepts we've been talking about. This happens to be an example from conceptual physics, but chemistry and AP physics works the same way. There are some assignments, and I'm sorry, I'm going to call these, we'll just call this practice. There are some practice assignments also on Canvas, but they're very few, just because most of the time they need to show me some sort of work. And once again, in Canvas, it is very time consuming to have them upload stuff, then I download stuff, then look at it and upload feedback back. It's just not nearly as handy as them working right on here. I can leave feedback directly and do our work. But in any case, these practice pages have these exact same headings as the quizzes in Infinite Campus. So if a student has failed a quiz, they need to go back and do or redo some of this practice along with that quiz before I will allow them to retake it. It depends upon the kind of practice thing. I will not say they have to do all of it, but they need to do, maybe pick all of the odds, all of the evens, something so that they can show me that they understand the concepts before I let them retake the quiz. Once again, I do not have the time at this point. We have a third of the semester left for students to be doing multiple retakes of quizzes. We need to make sure they are ready and have the concepts down before they do a retake, so that we know that they know the concepts, and then we can go on to the next learning target. There are also notes that we do daily during the first part of the unit, where I've sometimes worked through these practice sheets, and then the answers are left out here for the students to access. Otherwise, sometimes they are just notes we have put together after watching a simulation, or this is where we watched an online simulation and then took some notes over it. These are also out here for students. They can write their own notes as we're doing these, or these are left out in OneNote that they have access to throughout the course. So both of the notes for students and the practice pages are out here. They are also broken down by those exact same learning targets so they can match everything up. If your student happened to miss a period, that happens. What I've done is created videos for almost all. I've missed a couple, and in some cases I've gone back to create a new video. But for almost every day where there are notes, there's also a video of me explaining the notes as I'm working through them in OneNote. They can find that in their main Microsoft Teams window. They pick their course. We'll go to chemistry this time and click on general. And it may not show in the top heading, but if they click far enough over, there is a button called Teams Meetings. And we'll wait for that to open. And here will be a list of every single meeting that we've had that correspond to the notes. And once again, I have labeled these with the learning target headings so they can match up the online videos with the notes that we took that day, with the practice pages they need to do that day that match the, the wrong window, that match the quizzes that they need to take. So that is how they can put all of this together to coordinate everything if they have missed a quiz in class. Now back to the actual procedure. Right? If a student misses a day that we've taken a quiz and they've kind of been there all along, what they need to do is actually send me an email or a Teams chat saying, Mr. Zaug, I am available. Give me a date and give me a window, because most of these quizzes, they range from 20 minutes if they're a shorter one to 60, a little bit more detailed one. And I will open it during probably an hour, hour and a half sort of window on a specific date they give me. Once they get started, they'll have the 20 minutes to an hour, however long the quiz is scheduled for. And then at that point, the quiz will shut down and they have to have their work submitted. Some quizzes we actually do on OneNote instead of inside of Canvas. It works the same way. If I have a page open in OneNote, I can have it open for a specific period of time. Once again, just in terms of test security, the way things are, I cannot leave quizzes, sorry, I say test sometimes, these quizzes open for multiple days or multiple hours. It just leads to too many students being able to share answers and go online and look up things from other resources. That's not really the intent of me quizzing. The intent of me quizzing is to see how much concepts they've kind of internalized in terms of their knowledge. So they have to give me a specific date and time. If they do that, I will get it open for them. At that point, then when it closes, I will get to grading it as soon as possible. I will tell you at this point, there's a significant number of students that have missed a significant number of quizzes. There are several students that even when they are in class during quiz day, just do not take the quizzes at that point. I obviously cannot force them to or anything, but they have kind of put us in a situation now where there is a really large number of students that need to take a large number of quizzes. I will be completely honest with you. With the SRG system, there really are not deadlines. Students tend to know that by now, and a lot of students will want to wait until the very end of the semester to try to get everything caught up. I will just honestly tell you, if that is your student's plan, it will not work, because with the number of quizzes that are still outstanding, I will not have time to get them all graded. If your student waits till the very last week of class to try to make up all of their quizzes, there is no guarantee that I will get them graded in time to even count. We need to take care of these missing quizzes as soon as possible. But once again, they have to let me know a date and time. If they let me know a date and time, I will go out and open them up for them, either inside of Canvas, if that is where the quiz is located, or inside of OneNote, if that is where the quiz is located, and then they can take those quizzes. Once again, if they have already taken a quiz and they have failed it, they will need to do some practice work before I will go out and open that quiz up. That also takes some more time for them to do the practice, make sure I can check it out, and then we can coordinate when we want the quiz to open. So I guess to make a long story short, it is best if they are prepared and take the quiz the first time with everyone else. I understand things happen, and so that's why we do have these retakes and things set up. but we need to try to get those done as soon as possible. So hopefully this will clear up any issues. I wanted to just put this together and send it out before conferences, because I have a feeling a lot of this conversation is what we'll need to have during parent-teacher conferences. There is another link in the email that this was sent out with to set up a Microsoft bookings for conferences. Please do that, and we can look at your student situation in more detail and try to figure out how to get them back on track if that's needed. Thanks for watching.